Well, good morning. It is Easter Monday. It is 5:30 in the morning. We are all packed up and we are ready to go. So we're going to take it nice and steady. It's been raining in the night, so the floor is soaking wet. And man, these bikes feel different when they've got all the panniers on and stuff. Yeah, so we're not going to be rushing. It's going to be taking our time. Get home nice and safely. I think I've got everything. I suppose I'll soon find out when I get back. But now we're on for the 6 to 10 hours from Scotland down to the West Midlands. But it's been an absolutely fantastic holiday and a lovely tour. We've got Fasty Rides in front leading, Crazy Legs on a bike behind me, and we've got Moist Decoy at the back. And all is well. So I'll catch you when we get to the services, no doubt. It's beautiful here. Look at it in the morning. I'll try and get a sunrise for you. Well, I didn't get the sunrise. It's behind the hills there somewhere. But look at this moody morning. Look at the mountains. Oh, it's just gorgeous up here. Hey. So we're going to try and make a sprint to, well, as far down as we can. I think it's about 100 miles to the motorway. We'll try to get as close to that as we possibly can before we stop. And then we can just shoot down. But look at this. Hey, the sun's coming up. It's lovely when the sun's just coming up, isn't it? Beautiful. Can't hear you though. That was a wasted zippy laugh. High above the streets and houses, rainbow climbing high. One can see it climbing over the sky. Paint the whole world with a rainbow. You haven't done your helmet up. Well, a little stop here. Don't know where we are. Abingdon. First class ticket to Abingdon. Just gonna get some fuel, just had something to eat. Everyone's very somber because we're going home. But homeward bound. We're doing really well. We've done 3.5 hours already. We're trucking on, but we're gonna go down the M1. We're not gonna do M6 because it's the worst motorway in the world. We're going to do M1, so it's a little longer for me and Si, but we're in no rush. We'll take our time, get home nice and safe. Let's get the fudge out of here. Right. The camera car's coming up on the side. Yeah. Say hello, Si. Camera crew. Here comes the camera bike. Showing off with your cruise control. Oh, the sun's coming out. Come on, sunshine. Well, this is the last time we're all going to be together today. I'm just going to say goodbye to this man here, Crazy Legs on a bike. See you later, dude. And Fasty Rides. See you in a bit, mate. They've got about 70 miles to do. We've got 168, me and Si. But there you go. What a fantastic way to end a trip. Been brilliant. Let's get out of here. Well, we have got a little problem. We're on the M1, unfortunately. Jay's bike's having a bit of a hissy fit. It's just losing all throttle. Be going along in 6th, and it's like he's let go of the throttle, engine braking, it just goes to tick over. So we don't know what's going on there. It's done it twice now. Oh, what a nightmare. Now that felt like a lot of miles. Oh man. Well, we are at Woodall Services on the M1. Unfortunately, we had to leave Jay and Fasty Rides. They live quite close together. So Jay and Fasty are going to stay together until recovery comes for his blood Ducati. But we seem to be flying high and fine. So let's hope they get back okay. Let's make sure we do as well. We're just going to have 10 minutes. And I'll see you in a bit. Well, that was all too awesome to put into words. That was a fantastic experience. I hope Crazy's got home okay with Fasty. I'll give them a text later on just to see how they got on. I've just said goodbye to Moist Decoy, and just as a point to note, Moist Decoy, Simon, he organised this whole trip, from the bookings down to the routes, everything, and he's an obvious legend, and the week went flawlessly, absolutely flawlessly. All of us have had a fantastic time. You know, even the little things that come up to bite you, like I had a puncture in the back tyre. Jay's obviously had a major breakdown on the M1, but that was nearly home, so hopefully they'll get home and I'll get home with a with a plugged wheel, and all should be well. So I just want to say thank you to Moist Decoy, to Crazy Legs on a Bike, and to Fasty Rides for being part of a really special experience there. I enjoyed every single bit of that, 100%, and we'll have to do that again, and I'm sure we will. And I also want to thank you guys for watching this video through. If you've made it this far, then I really do appreciate it. And you know, hit me up in the comments, ask me any questions you want, we can have a chat, etc, etc. And if you're a subscriber already, then thank you very much for making the effort to do that. And if you're not a subscriber, it would be great if you would consider subscribing to my channel. That would really help me out a lot. Right, so if I can give you a final mileage tally, I'm sure you'd be interested in that. So by the time I get home, I just lost the front end then, my god. My sphincter tightened up then, I can tell you. When I get back home, I know how many miles it is from here. When I get back home, we would have done from my house all the way up to Scotland, around Scotland and back down, back to my house. I'm going to say 1,580 miles, so 1580, which is, that's the longest journey, the longest trip I've done on a bike. I also think it's probably the longest journey. I don't think I've done a journey like that in a car. So yeah, the longest journey I've done. Absolutely unreal. And if Crazy Legs on a Bike's got back okay, then I'm going to say that it was a success and we all made it back. Fingers crossed for that one. But yeah, 1,580 miles. Boom. And this bike, apart from the puncture, which is not the bike's fault, is it? It hasn't missed a heartbeat. It's been purring along nicely, fast, slow, cruising. This bike, these VFRs, they just don't care, do they? They do everything, and they do everything well. So I am so chuffed with this. So you doing? What a knob. So yeah, so chuffed with this bike. It's performed flawlessly. I've got another point to tell you now. I've done that massive trip. I've got Pilot 5s on this, so Michelin Pilot 5s, and the other 3 riders that I was with all have Avon Spirit STs, Sport Touring, yeah? So I've got the Pilot 5s, they've got Avon Spirit STs. My Michelins have flattened off in the middle quite badly, I've got to tell you, and the Spirit STs on all of the other 3 bikes haven't. They're all still proper round. So that tells me, well, I'm not saying theirs are better tyres than mine, there might be, but I don't know. What I'm saying is though that mine have squared off and theirs don't seem to have. Theirs have still maintained the profile, and they swear by those Avons. So I've got a puncture in the back of this one that needs to, I can't get it repaired anymore, they don't repair them, so I've got to replace it anyway. So I'm going to try a pair of Avon Spirit STs for the reasons I've just mentioned. Okay, I thought that was worth mentioning to you. I mean, these are a great tyre, you know, that you can throw this round corners because it's got the softer compound on the outside of the tyres. These are fantastic tyres, but the other guys, they say the Avons are just as good, and I think they're cheaper than the Michelins. So I'm going to put a new set of shoes on this beauty after I've watched it, and give it a set of Avons. So that was worth mentioning. Oh, I can see myself in the mirror. This is quite lean forward, isn't it, this bike? When I look at it, when I see myself on it, I think, oh, that's quite lean forward, that is. Alright, so I'm going to sign off here, but I might give you some extra footage of me washy the bike, maybe not. But if I do, if I don't, I will see you on the next vlog. Alright guys, thanks again, and I'll see you in a bit, yeah? Bye-bye.